And now to the escalating showdown over federal agents being sent onto American streets by the Trump administration. ABC's Kanya Whitworth explains after those clashes in Portland, President Trump is threatening to send federal law enforcement to other major cities.
Overnight, President Trump ordering 150 federal law enforcement officers to Chicago and says he may send them to other cities as well.
We're not going to let New York and Chicago and Philadelphia, Detroit and Baltimore and all of these, Oakland is a mess. We're going to have more federal law enforcement, that I can tell you.
Mayors from across the country taking swift action, signing a letter requesting immediate removal of federal officers, accusing President Trump of using terror tactics.
Your presence here isn't wanted. It's not needed. It is clearly ratcheting up the violence and the vandalism.
This after the president defended sending unidentified federal law enforcement officers to Portland. Overnight, protesters taking to the streets. After 8 straight weeks of protests against racial injustice and police brutality in Portland. Just after 3 o'clock in the morning here, hundreds of people are still in the streets. Police just marched down and cleared out this area. The Navy veteran, who some are now calling Captain Portland, seen in this viral video beaten by law enforcement and pepper sprayed at a Saturday protest, speaking out overnight.
I also want to use my 15 minutes to try to refocus this whole discussion back to Black Lives Matter as opposed to an old white guy who got beat up, because I don't think I warrant the attention, to be perfectly frank.
Those unidentified law enforcement officers have been seen spraying chemical irritants into crowds and are accused of pulling protesters into unmarked vehicles, like 29-year-old Mark Pettibone, who said he was nabbed as he was walking home after peacefully protesting.
To this day, you don't know who took you?
No idea. From what I'm reading, it sounds like it was CBP.